Hi, gals. Welcome to Strolling with Becca and Winnie. Have you ever said, I don't like how he makes me feel, or I don't like how she makes me feel? Have you ever said, I don't like how that makes me feel? I don't like how that place, that person, that event, I don't like how it makes me feel. We have to watch for this because when we say that, we are in victim mode and we're completely helpless to change the situation. Yeah, I know. And yet, that's not how life seems to play out, is it? I mean, every time we get around the mother in law, we feel a certain way. It must be the mother in law, right? Every time my dogs start barking uncontrollably, there's one, it makes me feel a certain way. It must be the dogs, right? Not me. But the problem with that is that if it's the dogs or my mother in law or anything else, there's literally nothing I can do about the situation except maybe never be around her and get rid of the dogs. You get my point, right? The truth is, and I know you've heard this, I probably heard this 20 years ago, that people or events can't make us feel anything. It's us, it's coming from us, right? There's Beetle. But it doesn't feel like that. Well, it just doesn't feel like that, right? So how do we take, there he is, soaking wet. Oh, let's have a look here, what's going on in the background. I thought he was going to attack Winnie. Puppies! Well, he gets the zoomies when he's wet. Look at him. Just because he's wet, this is what he does. I'm wet, I'm wet. Somebody play with me. There they come. Whoa, see? Dogs make me feel stressed. To get back to the point, the truth is that if we can learn how to take a deep breath, both literally and metaphorically, nothing can make us feel any particular way. It's entirely up to us. It's what we bring to the situation. So I'll tell you what made me think of this. I had a client a while back, and I love you gals. I love you who watch the strolls, the snippets. I love my clients. I love those of you who I've never met. I believe in putting love out into the world because energy is real. And yet something about this woman, oh my goodness, there's a grouse right there. Where is he? He's so invisible that you can't even see him. The dogs haven't even seen him yet. Huh. Can you see him? There he is. There he goes. Oh, shoot. Now the dogs are chasing him. Aw. You guys leave him alone. That poor bird. Sorry, gals. That was strange. A grouse. I don't know if you know what a grouse is. They're like the size of a chicken. They kind of taste good, too. Not that I've actually never eaten one. But anyways, we'll get to the end of this stroll, I promise. Where was I? If we allow people, pets, circumstances, situations, the weather, anything, make us feel, allow those things to make us feel in a particular way, then we're toast. All we can do is say, oh, well, looks like every time it rains, I'm just not going to feel good. Or every time a dog barks, I'm not. No, we can learn figuratively and literally how to take a deep breath, how to be growing slowly, day by day, on our self-care journey so that we can go into situations that seem to ruffle our feathers, to keep the bird metaphor going, and not feel as upset about it. And I just remembered I was in the middle of a story when that grouse showed up. So to finish the story, I found myself saying this quite recently in the last 3 months. That actual thought came to my mind when I thought of this client. The thought was, I don't like how she makes me feel. And I immediately went, wow, that's interesting. And by the way, that's self-observation. That's all growth is being able to catch your own thought, notice your own thought and go, all right, where'd that come from? What does that mean? Am I gonna let that be there? Am I gonna do something else with it? I noticed that thought immediately. And then I sat down and thought about her, and I thought about the way I feel when I'm around her. And I realized she's a lot like I was not that long ago, just a few years ago, right? She's in early sobriety, and we can be difficult in early sobriety. I was, and I recognize I'm seeing myself in her. And you know what? A lot of the time, that's what it is, which is really, that's extra tough, right? We have to go, what? I'm that annoying? I don't know. But if we want total power over our lives and to not be victims of any circumstance or person, this approach is worth looking at. It's worth checking out. How are we reacting, and are we blaming others? Whew, that was an exciting stroll. Birds and dogs and creeks and sending you love. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.